Hey everybody, it's Jeffrey from Playbill. Well, I am here with, let me tell you, someone who I have been a fan of for a very long time. She is the vocal coach extraordinaire, she's the queen of articulation, and now currently making her Broadway dreams come true in Juliet as Angelique. I have the one, the only, Miss Cheryl Porter.
Hey,
hello!
Baby. Hey, Jeff. How you doing, baby?
I'm so good.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for coming down to Playbill.
Hey, this is history, baby. Are you kidding? I'm
Yes,
so happy
ma'am.
to be here. Thank you.
Okay, let's dive right into it. Okay, you are currently in your run of Juliet on Broadway. I know this is a big dream of yours. Tell me, how did it start from the very beginning?
It's unbelievable. First of all, even just hearing your words say like you and your run of Broadway, I'm like, did you actually say those words? No, I can't believe it. It really came out of the blue. It's the craziest thing. I'll tell you the truth. About last year, I made a promise to myself, and I said, you know what, Cheryl Porter, you're always coaching, you're always teaching singers to follow their dreams, you're always inspiring others. You've lived, you've dedicated your life to help singers live their dreams, and I think it's time for you to get back to your dreams. And I sang professionally for over 30 years all over the world, and last year, I was just like, you know what, Cheryl Porter, you really need to get yourself together. You up here talking about following their dreams, but maybe you've left some dreams of yours as well. And just I went to I have like these bracelets. I went to like this bracelet store, and I got a bracelet that said I am a singer. This bracelet says I am a singer, and it says just to remind me every day you're not just a coach, but you are a singer as well. And I think for such a long time I'd forgotten that okay, Miss Cheryl, you are a vocal coach and you love your students, you love inspiring the world, but you are a singer, because I had forgotten. And as soon as I manifested that, and I just like, okay, I'm gonna get back to singing, I was thinking about organizing maybe like a little show, getting like an orchestra, doing something like in Italy or Germany. I was like, what show am I gonna do? Right at that point when I made that decision, I got a call from Juliet, and they were asking if I wanted to audition, if I wanted to send in the tape, and I was like, what? I was like, at first I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke at first. And I was like, no, I'm not, I'm not interested because I'm really busy. And that was maybe like about 8 months ago. And then I got another call, and Julia, they were like, are you sure you're not interested? And I was like, well, listen, my life looks nice, fun, and simple and easy, but my actual job is running Cheryl Porter Vocal Method.
Yes.
We have like an e-commerce company. There are like over 30 employees. We have people all over the world. I was like, this is like a whole company. And so I was afraid of leaving the business as well. And then they called a third time, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And one of my students, you were talking about articulation. This is the craziest story. One of my students, Ellie Banky, who made like the articulation exercise so famous, is so crazy because she was working for me at the time. And she was on my administration, helping with admin. And she said, Cheryl, are you sure that you don't want to audition? I was like, Ellie, oh, we're too busy. We got too many things going on. We got another course coming out and everything. And she said, well, listen, I'm just going to send all of your information over there to them. And it was actually Ellie that sent the stuff, Miss Articulation herself. And then we got a call just a random day. This is a long story. I talk a lot. And just like a regular day, I get an email. My team calls like, Mama Cheryl's like, oh yeah, that you got the part. I said, what part? They're like, you got the part for Juliet. I was like, what are you talking about? I completely forgot about it. And I couldn't believe it. I sat there in shock for about 10 minutes. After the shock wore off, I started crying for like another half hour. And I was like, oh my God, this is really happening. This dream that I had since I was a little girl is actually coming true.
And so part of that dream was like always from the early age, like Broadway was like a dream for you?
Absolutely. It was one of those things like, you say, okay, I want to sing on Broadway. I want to win an Oscar. I want to, travel the world. And some of the things on my list, I can honestly say I done. But Broadway was one of those things that I believe I wanted so badly. But I was like, okay, it's too late. I had my chance, 52 years old. told that I love my life and I love my students and I love coaching and I love Cheryl Porter Vocal Method. I love it. And I didn't realize that in loving everything and being so happy with all the things that you have, there's still dreams that you have. There's still dreams, and I didn't realize. And I was telling my husband Guido this morning, I didn't realize that as much as I believe in dreams and helping students follow their dreams, I had almost forgotten my own. And so this is every single day. It's a reminder for myself and also for my students and all of my beautiful fans and my family. I call them my family that follow me and have been with me on this journey. I'm living this dream for me, and I'm living this dream for each one of them as well.
Oh my God, I love that. Well, I talked to you about this before. I like to play a little game during some of these interviews just to break it up. A little bit of song association.
I'm not good at this. I'm nervous.
And the song I'm going to go, the word from the song is dream or dreams.
With your dream girl's voice will make you happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With your dream girl's voice will always care. Yeah, I got one.
See, it's not going to be as hard as you thought. It's not going to be as hard.
With your dream girl's voice. The beautiful journey about this whole Broadway experience is that my students come to see me.
Wow.
So we've had students that have come from Ecuador that came.
That's where my family and I are from.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my whole family's from Quito.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
My student Nando, he came from Ecuador, and I didn't even bring my hat. And his grandmother made me like an Ecuadorian hat. And he came from Ecuador as soon as I made the announcement that I was going to Broadway, he got those tickets the same day from Ecuador to come.
I love that.
So love to Ecuador.
Yes,
come
we
on.
love that.
And yesterday, another one of my students came, and he's one of my students that is nonverbal. And Cheryl Porter Vocal Method is something that I didn't even know when I started doing vocal exercises. I had no idea how much it would help students and just people, and also for vocal therapy, for pedagogy, for a lot of just kids and adults with speaking disabilities.
Yeah, totally.
And they have learned to their first words are like me, me, mama, moo. And it's like I get like videos all the time from vocal pathologists and doctors like, listen, we don't know what you're doing, lady, but there's something about your exercises that wakes up something in the brain. And you get to see who are these incredible, amazing people who have changed my life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. This dream is for me, but it's also most definitely for them because they believed in me for the last 15, 20 years, changing my life, me and my husband's life. We would not be here if it wasn't for them. So they're like the most important part of this journey for me. I feel just a part of it as well. I don't feel like I'm at the head of it. I feel like when I watch these things happen, I feel like I'm watching it happen as well with them. This miracle, which is singing and finding confidence and finding your voice and understanding that no matter what your voice is, first of all, it's okay where it is. Second, it can be better. 3, you can take your voice as far as you want to take it. But if you take it no further, just understand that your voice is yours. Use it for your voice to shine, for your power, for your confidence, and it's the most important starting point for any personal journey.
All right, next song.
Let's
Ready?
Oh my God, no. Okay, let's do it.
Well, you said it. Journey.
Ooh, Journey. Oh my God, and I love Journey. Don't stop believing. So, what key am I in? What am I in the key of Z4? What is that? Don't stop.
There it is.
Believing. Hold on to that feeling.
I love that.
Then you do the second part. Hold Yes.
I got you. Let's talk about Juliet.
Okay.
Truly, I love Angelique. I think she is, if not my favorite character in this whole show, her piece of the puzzle, I feel like really fills out so much about. Tell me, how you fell in love with Angelique, with this character, and what you're bringing to this character.
I fell in love with Angelique because she's an incredible lady, and she is the strongest mother figure in the show. You know, she's more present than her mother is, and it shows, even though there are different people also with my life, I've become sort of like such a second mother. Why so many people call me Mama Cheryl. It's just like I'm a second mother because sometimes you need like that mama, that'll like listen and understand. Like we need like have like that auntie, like that friend, that confidant.
Absolutely.
So Angelique is fantastic because she's that mom, she's that girl, she's that confident. She has also put her own aspirations and dreams and love aside because of her love of Juliet. And that's the story of my life.
Yes.
And and I just realized that it was looking at what I've gone through to be here, that I'd given up my dreams as well. And so I really, really relate to Angelique so much. She's a fantastic, vibrant. I feel that I'm bringing a lot of joy to this Angelique because she's not sad. She's made her sacrifices, but she's so happy to see others shine. She loves to see Juliet and help her, get through those difficult times. And my favorite line in the whole entire show is the very last line in the show that Angelique says to Juliet. Juliet says, "You have to start living your own life. I will be fine." And Angelique says, "I know you will." And she leaves, and that was her permission to say, hey, now it's my time to shine. Now it's okay. But first she had to give babies permission to say, listen, I'm gonna be okay. You've got to find your own love. So I just love the mentorship and that relationship that she has. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to work with Jana. She's brilliant. And she's just, she's a joy to work with. She just has, there's just certain moments when I just look and she just, I'll say, she just melts my heart. Just like this little face. And she's such a powerhouse. She's like a secret weapon. You see her, she's like this small.
Yes.
And when she come in, she's like, bah.
See, it's the little ones you got to be careful of. It's the little ones.
It's the tiny ones you got to watch out for.
Absolutely.
So she's tiny and mighty.
Well, let's also talk about who you joined the company with. Your let's say your knight in shining armor, this gentleman here. We on Broadway, of course, know this is everyone's favorite. I'll say everyone's favorite uncle on Broadway. That's what I like to call him. James Igart, to do the show with him, to be in rehearsals with him, tell me what that was like.
Are you serious? Let me tell you, when they told me, I was thinking the whole time, who will be my Lance? Okay, because Angelique, this whole show is about different love stories.
Yes.
So there are different love stories. No spoiler, but there's love. So I'm thinking, who's going to be my Lance? And I'm thinking of who could it be? And when I found out that it was James, I was like, oh my God! I'm like, not the genie. Let me tell you, the genie. Oh, I'm telling you, I literally flipped out. It was just such a moment of like, and that was also a confidence moment for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Cheryl, who are you to be on stage with the genie? Girl, you ain't nobody. You just coming from the videos on TikTok. You can't be on stage with James. And then and when I met James, he's such a gentleman. He's such a signore. When I first met him, he said, Mom, I want to tell you something. He said, you deserve to be here. His first words to me, he said, I want you to understand, if you're here right now, it's because you're supposed to be here. This is your moment to shine. Yep. So he's a wonderful friend. He's a mentor, a brother. He's brilliant.
Yes.
And he's also like, I was like, James, how was this line sound? Is this okay? Do you have any tips? He's like, Mama, you do your thing, Mom. He's like, And so he's brilliant. It's most definitely been a help for that learning curve to be working with the one and only iconic James Igart. And it's helped me so much just to watch him, to study him, to see the way he works, the way he interacts with people. He's a joy in every room that he walks into, and he just brings that light, and I love him to death.
Beautiful.
Oh, every day is so wonderful, and suddenly I start to breathe. Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed that you are beautiful. That's right, in every single way. You gonna sing these chords for me or what? Words can't bring me down. No.
So don't you bring me down
today.
Bam.
Yes.
what I love, and I've asked this question before to other people, but what I love about this is that not only do you have your fans that come this as well, but for a lot of them, this could be the first time they ever see theater for the first time they sing a Broadway show, let alone a Broadway musical. That must be also kind of amazing to know that you've already influenced them in this way about having this confidence and singing, but then you're kind of showing them like this is something you could be doing as well, or introducing a theater. Like I remember I had friends who at a young age were like, you know what, I'm not an actor, but that's really cool how that set was designed or the person who did the light, and it opens their world to a possibility.
Absolutely.
What is that like that you're also influencing these people who are coming to see your show?
It's the most beautiful thing, and Juliet is such a powerful show because it's a lot of people who come to Broadway, it's their first show.
Yes.
And it's so approachable, and it's an introduction to letting people know this is not something that, like I come from opera, and I come from opera and coming from the classical world, there's always like a little bit of snobismo, there's like a little bit of eliteness that people think, oh, well, you're an opera, who am I? I don't speak other languages.
Yeah.
I'm not. So some people would like to do opera, but they feel like it's like for snobs, or that you have to like sort of like know a lot about opera to go to opera. And the same thing with musical theater.
Yes.
A lot of people say, oh, I would love to go to the show, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. And so many people come to Angelique for the first time and they fall head over heels in love with musical theater, and it becomes a catalyst to like the people like, oh, my first show was Juliet, and then I saw this, and then I saw that, and then I saw that. So it's just a wonderful, powerful show, and it also educates people to let people know musical theater is powerful, but it's also fun.
Yes.
It's very approachable as well. The thing about this show is you're hearing these songs that you've heard for so long in a serious way, and more of a, not a serious way, but in a deeper way. You're hearing these songs, some of these songs for the first time. It's like you've heard these songs, so many of these hits you've heard on the radio, I Kissed a Girl, Fucking Perfect, all of these incredible Max Martin songs, but when you hear them in the show, it's like hearing them for the first time, hearing the lyrics for the first time, understanding the true meaning for the first time. So it's beautiful to be a part of this. I love the education aspect of music. And it's just to let people know you deserve to be here to enjoy this, and this art form is for everyone.
And like you said about it being approachable, is that like that's the best part. These Max Martin songs we all know and love, and so as an audience member, it's fun to hear them, but it must be fun to sing those and be able to like hear the other cast members sing these songs as well. That must be fun just as a team and as a cast.
It's fantastic. The team is fantastic. The cast is incredible. All the colors of the rainbow, shapes and sizes, international. It's just a beautiful, inclusive, everybody's a family atmosphere at Juliet, and it shows, and it shows also the audience, that you belong here, you one of us. Come on, and it makes you feel part of the cast as well. And when I first came to the show, I had no idea that Juliet was not just a show, but it's literally a movement.
Yes.
There are people who've seen this show like 300 times.
That trust I know.
Okay, and they come to see it time after time after time because it gives them something so deep that even they can't understand or put into words, but it's such a deep show. It's on so many levels, and there's nothing for me also as a teacher. The reason why I started doing vocal exercises and I started creating my vocal method was because so many singers were afraid of taking voice lessons. They're the same thing we're talking about. Sometimes it can be like, oh, this idea of like the voice teacher, so serious and so mean, and you have to be like this and you have to do it this way, and you can't sing pop and you can't belt and you can't do that. With my vocal method and my approach is like, baby, you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're singing correctly. As long as you have the correct vocal technique, you can do what you want to do. So I just love the inclusiveness of the show, the way that my method and my style and my lifestyle and my whole life philosophy just melts perfectly into this show. And with the cast, it's most definitely a beautiful family.
Do you have a song that you look forward to either singing or just getting to hear backstage? Is there any song you're like, oh, I love hearing this?
I love, one of my favorite, people have asked like, what's your favorite song in the show? But I love so many songs in the show. I think I would probably say One More Try. It's the duet with Juliet and Romeo, and it's the only original song in the show. I love that song.
It is a great song.
And it makes me cry. Like when I first saw the show the first time, I was like, oh I was like, oh my God, this song is for me. It's like, have you ever felt so out of place, like someone knocked you out? You know, it just have you ever felt that you didn't belong, but now it's time to show them what you're made of? And I saw that when I heard that song for the first time I saw Juliet, I knew that I was in the running to be cast for the show. And I was just like, oh, this is my song. I'm like, oh, this is my life story on this stage. And it's just so beautiful. So that's my song. And my other favorite song, of course, is the last power ballad of the song. It's my song. It's fucking perfect.
Oh, love
it's
that
the
number.
last song of the show. It's my song. And that's like so crazy. At the beginning, I was very scared. I was like, oh my God. I was like, always like miss vocal technique. I was like, oh my God, my voice is going to be too tired at the end of the show. Oh my God, it's going to be so bad. Oh my God, it's like one of the huge responsibility, like I'm doing the last song. But every night I look forward to it. I'm like, the show just builds up to that song.
Yes.
Because it's so much, the show is so much about finding yourself and finding your purpose and finding your voice and finding your inner self. And that song is so perfect that it says, no matter what you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you are fucking perfect to me. And it just brings the whole message of Juliet home, and I have the greatest honor of singing it. And so that's awesome.
I love that. Let's one more.
I always get so scared. When you say that, my heart goes like,
you're like, oh gosh, here it comes. How about sing?
Oh, not sing. Oh my gosh. Well, the first thing I would have to be the song that I always sang in church.
Let's hear it.
Whenever it was like, I sing because I'm happy.
Keep going.
And I sing because I am free.
Yes.
His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.
Come on.
That
is so good.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I love that song. Thank you, Lord.
You know, because I did not grow up hearing that song in church I was going to, obviously in Ecuador. But you know the first time I heard that song?
When?
Lauryn Hill, Sister Act.
Yes!
In your dressing room, what are your must-have 3 things in your dressing room?
Let me tell you, my dressing room, first of all, is so cute. I got way more than 3 things.
Your top 3 things. Top 3 thing must-haves in that dressing room.
Oh my gosh! Well, I have. So I lived in Italy for 30 years. My husband is Italian. My husband Guido, who was the person actually who convinced me to become a vocal coach and created the first website, the Cheryl Vocal Method. So of course, the first thing is a real Italian espresso machine.
Bam.
We can't just be having no regular old coffee. So that's the first thing, is the real espresso, cappuccino, cortato, the real Italian coffee machine.
Your room must be very popular then with your cast.
It is. I'm like, hey guys, you want some coffee, you want some cappuccino, cortato, I got you. Macchiato, it's like I've got the little bars.
Yes. On those 2 show days, people are like, can I get one more shot, please? One more shot.
I'm the barista.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So that, and then also I have, let me think. What are some other things that I love in my dressing room? Oh, I have all of my little cheerful pillows.
Yes.
So I have a pillows with the. My dressing room is really cheerful. I'm gonna show it to you. You're not gonna believe how cute it is. And so I have all of my pillows with the smileys, and just it's very, very colorful. And then I have my new thing on my wall is that I put stars all on my wall.
Okay.
So I have on the back wall, it's all the stars. So it just reminds me just to keep on shining.
Oh.
But it's a really cute dressing room. I'll show you the pictures. Every day it's becoming. There's more stuff. There's always a delivery every day.
All right, I have to wrap this up. As much as I hate to wrap this up, get on down to the Stephen Sondheim Theater. See Ms. Porter right here as Angelique and Juliet. Thank you so much for coming today. It's been a pleasure and an honor to speak with you today. As I told you, always been a big fan. And now I'm excited to just see you shine in this new chapter right now going on for you.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that
You're
so much.
so
and
welcome.
thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
And I'm a fan as well.
Thank you so
Come
much.
on, Playbill.
Yeah, it's 140 years.
History, baby.
Yes.
You're keeping it going. That's right. To the new generation. That's right.
Thank
I
you.
love it. It's incredible to be in this building. And I met Mr. Playbill himself. He came out to meet me.
Mr. Philip Bursch.
And I'm like, it's not like I'm like Lin-Manuel or something. I was like, he came out to meet me. I'm like, oh my God, he came out to meet little old me. So wonderful. So thank you for having me and Guido.
Yes.
Thank you for making us feel like family here at Playbill. It's
Always
wonderful to be here. Thank you.
Always and forever. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.